Simon, you're CEO of Strategy Sprints. You have been coaching top CEOs around the world. During the last years, you managed to fully digitize your service. As as a kid or a young teenager, what was your dream job, and how did this impact your actual professional development?
We founded Strategy Sprints 3 years ago, and the dream was to have a festival of rock stars who are really different. People coming from economics, entrepreneurs, from the arts, video artists, music rock stars, different kind of people. And my dream as a kid was to be the host of a big university in Italy where doers and thinkers come together. So my dream was to have a conglomerate of scientists, of builders, of doers, of pirates, because I was really young when I was dreaming that. And everybody was coming together with their different superpowers, and they were creating something together that was much bigger than the single parts.
Wow, fantastic. Whereas everybody seems to work hard on digitizing business, I hardly heard you mention that word. Why is that?
Yeah, that's funny, because now it's 2020, and when you tell me now that you're digitizing, I feel kind of sorry, because it's a bit late. We were talking digitizing 15 years ago, we were talking digitizing 10 years ago, and with most of our clients we did digitize. And right now there are some laggards, but we work usually with the pioneers.
Another big topic these days is sales. As that topic is your expertise, I would like to talk about it with you today. For some people, sales can be exhausting and demotivating. What is your suggestion for them?
Right now, sales is really important. In this economic crisis, people need cash. And there are some short-term and long-term things that you have to balance. And the long-term is more marketing, and the short-term is more sales. So right now, if you are a CEO, you have to help your people balance both. Short-term sales, long-term marketing. But do not spend too much on marketing, because that will create your sales in 2 quarters. But if you need cash right now, there's a couple of things you can do right now. Very first, talk to past clients. Your client of last year, of 2 years ago, just call them up. Hey, how are you doing? How can I help? Next thing is warm leads and hot leads. That's why you need a CRM system. And I'm surprised by how many people do not use a CRM system. A CRM system is where all your contacts are in, the history of your emails and of your calls, it's all in one place. And this system tells you, hey, this person is super interested in that service of yours, call them. Hey, this person just clicked 7 times content, so they are really interested in this. Check them up. This is a CRM system. It can be very simple, just people who are aware of you, qualified leads, people who have some engagement, people who have a high engagement right now, and then fans, super fans. So if you just have this pipeline, that's great. But pass by every day for half an hour, 1 hour, check them and engage with these people, because these are the people who really matter. So before you create your CRM and have a great sales system, do not even start spending time and money on marketing. Do first the great product and deliver solutions for the people you care about and who care about your services right now, who really need it right now. So first CRM and sales, then go to marketing. Many people do the wrong order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, indeed. Marketing is the sister of sales. Could you give our audience a marketing advice which helps them to generate leads even in tough times like now?
Yeah, so right now marketing is a big hype because it's technologically cheap and easy to do marketing. That's why it's a big hype and everybody can be a publishing company right now. But First thing is to have a great product that really changes the life of people, not just some good features or many features, but it's changing the life of somebody. So there is a real need, a real problem. Now let's talk product first, and then marketing a good product. So a good product is something that really solves a problem. We have vitamins and we have painkillers. A vitamin is something that is nice to have, like you need right now, you need some zinc and kalium in your blood if you want to run a marathon, but right now you don't feel the urge of raising your zinc level in your blood. You don't know it. That's a vitamin problem. So I can tell you you need zinc for a half marathon, but you will not right now really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other side, you have painkillers. You have a real headache and you say, please give me something to relieve this pain. So first action, write down the 5 main pain points that your customer has right now. And for every pain point, you define one solution category. This is your marketing activity of this week. For these 5 categories, these are now your editorial categories. So write about these 5 things every day, every week, and ship it. To make it also more efficient, you can reuse content. We use the pillar method, which means we create one piece of content and we reuse it up to 8 or 9 times. That's how you can make it efficient, because in 1 year you will have 30% of new audience. For them it will be fresh. So you can reuse it.
Fantastic. What is the best way to organize a customer journey from first contact to happy clients?
I like to think of the general flow of the customer experience as they get aware that you exist, then they show you some interest, then you nurture this interest by giving advice, giving value, whatever your value is, give it. Whatever you have to say, say it. If you have something to say. Some people have nothing to say, they should shut up. They shouldn't do marketing just because it's possible. Too many people are talking right now. But the one who has something to say, they should say it and give it away. That's the nurturing. Then you prepare for the sales opportunity part. You make ready, 60% ready, 70% ready, 80% ready to buy from you. Then there is the closing part, even on the phone or in a Zoom call or live, however your closing happens. And then there is the fulfillment. This is the most important part. Now you should solve one pain and deliver the value that you promised. Now you better over-deliver than under-deliver. And then if you over-deliver, the first 10 days are really important. Make them count. Make them a beautiful experience, a life-changing experience. Then also the next 30 days. In 30 days, measure the NPS, Net Promoter Score, so what is really helping them and what is missing. And then you go after the fulfillment to upsell, cross-sell, and some form of continuity program. Hey, you came for this, but stick around for the community. Hey, you came for this, but stick around for that.
Simon, Net Promoter Score, that sounds interesting. For me, it seems a bit like a measurement for quality of relationship.
The Net Promoter Score is a wonderful thing. There is a wrong way of applying it. The wrongest way is not applying it at all. And then there is a common wrong way, because right now, if you go Silicon Valley and you want to sell a company, one of the KPIs they ask you for is your current NPS. So everybody's beginning to measure NPS. And one thing that they are doing wrong is they benchmark against their industry, so basically against competitors. They say, oh, in my industry, I am in retail, I should have an NPS of plus 37, I am plus 35. That's not the right way to do it, because it really depends on the context. It's more like you said, it's managing the current specific relationship and how happy, unhappy they are with your service or product. So the NPS done right is you ask the questions that matter to you. One of them is, would you refer to us? But the others are very specific. You ask, hey, what is really helpful right now? What can we improve? What is missing? What else do you need help with? These are the really interesting questions. and you benchmark your team, always the same team, not against other teams, not against competitors, but against yourself last week. So if my team right now has an NPS of 74, our goal for next week is to go at 75. So always get 1% better from week to week. That's the goal of the NPS. And it's a wonderful instrument because you get that information that is really relevant. And the information is what's working well, what's missing, what should we improve this week.
Great. So current clients can help to create progress in sales. Is that true?
The most important people are the people you serve. That's the Parsifal question. Who do we serve? Now you have to define who do you serve. Who are you? Who is it for? Your service, your product? Who is it for? And that's where everything starts. When you think lead generation, growth hacking, and all that stuff, you are losing focus from the people who really matter. And these people are the people who right now want something from you, need something from you. So if they want it, then go and deliver it instead of searching for new clients. If they just need it, but they don't know that they want it, then engage in a conversation and inform them, tell them that there is something that can help. And if it's true, you will do it with an honesty and the confidence that will be appealing. If it's not true, well, then this is all the negative experience that many people have with salesy stuff.
Thank you.
And you don't need so many. The important thing is you just need 1,000 people to have a global thriving business. 1,000 people to have $1 million business. So some of us, because of social media and YouTube especially, we think that we need to engage with millions of people. That's not true. You need 1,000 fans and your business is healthy. 1,000, and that's not so much.
Many marketing managers have 1,000, 2,000 followers, but are not satisfied with that number. I guess it's important to improve quality of those connections.
Yeah, so what is followership? I think it's about engagement. We were discussing this on LinkedIn. You can have 10,000 followers, but when you post something, 3 people react. So that's the difference between high followership and the low engagement. Engagement is much more important than followership. So it's about creating relationships that really give and take, that nurture each other, where it becomes a journey together towards something. And it is a meaningful exchange of information, of emotion, and this is what creates the business exchange that really includes lasting value for everybody.
So, and I guess this is your advice for marketing managers, how to convert their customer into fans.
How to convert customers into fans? Well, the first 10 days are important. The first 10 days, make them count. Do something special. Don't be vanilla. Don't be like everybody else. Think of how can the first 10 days, how can you design this experience to be something that really changes the world for them? From pain to relief, from stress to breathing room, from pressure to freedom. How can you change a little part of their world so that everything changes for them? First 10 days, then first 30 days. Measure the NPS every 30 days and make it something that happens automatically. We have an automatic system for that. It's just an email that goes out to every client all 30 days automatically. We don't have to think about it. If you have to think about it, it's not a system yet. It happens like water flows down the river. We ask every 30 days, every client for feedback. It happens automatically. When you have that, then it's just relevant information coming to you, and this is what you can then dispatch to your product team, to your sales team, to your marketing team, to your admin team, to all the teams, because this is the relevant information. Now they know what they should build next, what they should improve, what they should discontinue.
Mhm. So I guess this needs some strength to decide on talking about possible problems with customers and not just hide them away because they could be difficult.
Yeah, some people try to avoid problems. I have even friends, clients, colleagues who say to me, Simon, you always talk problems. You should say challenges. You don't say problems. And I say, well, a challenge is something really different than a problem. And I want to talk problems because there are problems. And you know, we had on our show David Allen 4 times. And in one episode, he said, Simon, I don't know any problems. I know only projects. And that's what my philosophy is. There are no problems, only projects. Means life is full of suffering, life is full of problems and of headaches, of pain. Let's be honest, let's be real. The only thing is, how can you position yourself towards that? I want to accept the problems very early. I want to listen to the problem. I'm sure there are problems. Every relationship which is deep and real has problems, has conflicts, has suffering. And the work of the artist, the work of the entrepreneur, the work of the product builder is to go where the problems are, to make them into a project, to solve them in sprints, so in 7 days, and to improve. So we love problems and we ask for problems because the problems are the focus for our sprint. So they are the focus for these 7 days. We focus on solving them.
Fantastic. Simon, is there a possibility to serialize the sales process?
Yes. So first thing is to simplify it, then to automate it, and then to scale it. How can you simplify the sales process? It starts by simplifying the offering. So you start again at marketing. You do simplify your so-called value ladder. What are the things that bring people into your world? What's the smallest experience that you can give them? And then what's your main product? And then what's the next product? So the upsell. Front-end funnel, core funnel, back-end funnel are the technical words. Simple value ladder from small to bigger to big, and then some continuity program. When you have that simple enough, and simple enough means you have for one need of one avatar, one client group, you have one main product with one price that they can reach in one channel. When you have simplified that, now you can systemize. Systemize means creating the processes, the playbooks, the checklists, the videos, the training videos, so that you can hand it over to people. Now you can enable new people to come into your organization, you hire, you train them, and that's how you scale the sales process. And when you have scaled it, now you have maximum amount of freedom, because now you have freed up the time for the people who did set it up, and they can do now more growth related stuff.
What would be a nice flow for a sales conversation?
Oh yeah. So a beautiful sales flow. Let's say your sales funnel is people download a PDF, then they read it, then they click on a small audit where they get some value, and then they want a report. To get the report, they will call you. So they click on your scheduling link and you have a call in your calendar. So you wake up in the morning and see, okay, you have 3 sales calls. Fine. A good flow is you prepare very well. You have a sales script, and the sales script starts with your preparation steps. Will you check them on LinkedIn, in your system, and Facebook, their website, etc.? What are you checking to prepare for that? Then you want to know what their current pain is. And then you prepare for the flow itself. Now the flow itself, let's say it's a 30 minutes call. A good flow is opening, then benefits, then the trial close, deliverables, trial close, guarantee, offering. That's a good flow. So first is listening. Opening means create an atmosphere where they feel invited to come in and they should talk more than you. Then you go benefits. Benefits is not features. You are not telling them if you click this, this happens, it can do that, it can do that. Benefits means you are on a level of needs, so you can get more freedom, more time, less friction, less headache. These are benefits. Then you do a trial clause, means you ask of all this that you heard, what stands out most to you. Again, you listen. And then you make a second round with the deliverables. What will you deliver? Again, no features, but deliverables. We will deliver 14 hours more per week for you. We will deliver 9 times less leads needed to convert at 25%. What are the tangible results they can expect? Then you do the next trial close round. Of all that you heard right now, what stands out the most? And then you only tell about that. Then you wait. Silence is important now. What do they ask? You follow up on what they asked, and then you wait for them to ask you what's the price. At the very end, you will tell now the invest. It's not a price, it's an invest. If it's a price, they are wasting their money. If it's an invest, they are putting their money in something that grows something of value for them. And that's a difference. So at the end, you tell the invest, then again silence, and then you wait until they say yes. If they say no, you try and get the next action point. Schedule a next appointment some 6 days later, 12 days later.
Thank you, Simon. Your informations are really hot stuff, I'd say, and I'm pretty sure that many people in marketing and management will be happy to use it and to try some aspects of it or the full thing. If somebody wants to work with you and to get more of your hot information and guidance, which is the thing you actually offer with strategy sprints, where should they go to? Where should they refer to?
Hundreds of CEOs right now are working with us in a remote 90-day strategy sprint. So that's the only product that we offer is a 90-day consulting. If you want to either double your sales conversion rate or gain market shares in sprint. But to find out if we are the right consultants for you and if this is the right moment to do it for you, go to strategysprints.com/sales and do a 15 minutes exercise. This exercise is the sales audit, will tell you a lot about your current sales funnel, and after it you will know what's currently going on in your funnel, where the main bottleneck is, what your main problems to solve are, and then you can talk and have a quick chat with a sprint coach to see if the coach and your problem, if they go well together and if this is the right moment. So strategysprints.com/sales, 15 minutes later you will know.
Thank you, Simon. Awesome. Have a nice day.
Keep rolling.